got sideways. Get in under like Jason Keller. There he is going down into turn 3. You see the cars just make a little contact, and that makes Justin Allgaier extremely loose. And he clips a car coming by.
From Stephen Wallace's perspective.
In front of you, stay high, stay high, stay high, stay high, stay high, stay high. Good job.
And was that Josh Wise? He sort of clipped on the rear quarter panel there. As you can see, they've taken it behind the wall. And Shannon, let's get an update. What's going on?
Well, Trevor Bayne is going to pull that car in. He does have some damage from the racing he was just doing with Jason Leffler. So they're going to take 4 tires. It was just 2 tires on that last pit stop. So they are going to take 4 tires right now. They're also going to make a chassis adjustment because the car is very tight for Trevor Bayne. Marty?
So he pulls back out after a 15-second stop, stalled it momentarily, but we're under caution. Vince, let's go back to that rapid recap so we can get caught up on everything.
We'll try it again. And of course, we talked early in the show about the fact that Casey Kane was starting 37th. We envisioned that he would be a quick mover. And as we look at the 5-hour energy rapid recap, we see that Kane was a big mover early on. Rusty?
Yeah, Kane, he really got that car running good. Started working his way through the field nice and easy, not having any problem whatsoever. And the car looked really good and early going. Then he got all screwed up in the pits right here. Lost a lot of time, got way behind. And take a look at this. They tried to make it 3 wide. Justin Allgaier accidentally gets up into Kane, squeezes him in the wall. Kane's up on his side. Looks like a Joe and Jet Wood act like we talked earlier. He is out of the race. That car is destroyed.
Yeah, they've really had some problems, and they've also been some tire troubles, Ray. You see Stephen Wallace here, shreds his right rear tire, gets himself in a lot of trouble. It puts him 3 laps down. He had a great race car. Could have had a good opportunity to run up front and win this race.
Yeah, and we see Mark Green there with the left front flat again, probably with some contact from another car. Right here's a confusing one, though. We see Ryan Newman lose a right front tire. Heard Ryan say that it was melted bead. Confusing because they don't use a lot of brake here.
With under 100 laps to go, Clint Boyer, a former winner here, takes the lead. But then after he takes the lead, just a short while later, he gets into the back of the 01 of Mike Wallace after he checks up. And a significant damage to Boyer's car.
Oh, yeah, Boyer's car's tore pretty good, although we speculated it might not hurt him a whole lot. And it looks like he's still got some good speed. But most recently here, guys, look at the 12 car. Justin Allgaier loses it, spins, comes across the track, hits Josh Wise, knocks his radiator out. And Justin Allgaier looks like he's out of the race. He's really got a lot of damage with that 12 car right now, guys.
And physics being the issue there, 2 things cannot occupy the same space at the same time. It's what I learned in school.
This is true.
Well, you see the work being done on the Allgaier car. Kyle 84, but he's currently running second to Brad Keselowski, Marty.
And they're trying to get back into this race because he's got 2 DNFs in his last 5 races. He doesn't win 3 out of 6. Let's talk baseball because on ESPN tomorrow, Sunday night baseball at 8 Eastern, we've got the Angels taking on the Minnesota Twins. And then the NL race, wow, this is a good one on ESPN 2's Monday Night Baseball, 10 Eastern, Joey Votto and the Reds, Buster Posey and the Giants. Both games available on ESPN3.com. And we're getting ready to go back to green flag racing. It's Keselowski, Busch, Sadler, Logano, Leffler. That's your top 5.
Well, Keselowski had him kind of stacked up. It acts like he almost wanted to start, and then he kind of really slowed him down. Got some guys beating and banging there.
We'll tell you, Brian Eichler got the lucky dog. That gives us a total of 23 cars on the lead lap. No wave arounds.
Elliott Sadler trying to go around the high side and take that second spot away from Kyle Busch. He's able to make the pass.
Yes, sir. So now it's Keselowski, Sadler, Busch, Logano, and Leffler. Carl Edwards trying to get back into the mix. Boy, and Keselowski has been able to run that low line really well down through 1 and 2.
Yeah, Keselowski's running there. You can see him in the middle of the racetrack more. We're right along with Elliott Sadler here looking back at Kyle Busch. After the cars got strung out in that last green flag run, I was watching lap times, and Dale Earnhardt Jr. was one of the fastest cars on the racetrack. So look for him to maybe be able to make up some time. And
well, he's up to 7th. And remember, he was a lap down at one point. I mean, the beginning of this race, it looked like it was going to be a long night. All of a sudden, here he is with 54 laps to go. Plenty of time. Jamie, what are you hearing?
Well, Dale Jr. stayed really calm tonight, even when his car wasn't acting great. He says it's driving well now, especially on the bottom.
Yeah, Keselowski's running He's got a little fresher tires, too. He pitted on lap 162. The leader, Brad Keselowski, last pitted on lap 119. You can see he's trying to make that bottom side work. He and Carl Edwards are down on the very bottom on both ends of the racetrack. Reed Sorensen right behind him here gets a really big run coming off the corner and down the straightaway, but Junior's able to stay in front of him. And Junior's flying through the middle of the corner on the bottom. He's catching Carl Edwards. Like I said, Carl's trying to work the bottom as well. Probably have to move up and try to pass Carl on the outside.
Well,
he can sneak in here. Yeah, he's got him. You can say he's got a good run through the center. That car's really fast, makes the pass. I mean, he's flying through the center of the corner.
And remember earlier when Brad mentioned Cup guys like to run the Nationwide Series to help build confidence? That is a big confidence builder for the 88. How about Clint Boyer? Let's update you because he has now worked his way back up to 12 after what looked like could have been a disastrous nose job.
Yeah, you know, the best thing that could have happened there is we see a battle for second here. Kyle Busch trying to take that back away from Elliott Sadler. But talking about Clint Boyer's car, didn't look like it hit any of the tires or anything, Andy, so all the steering should be okay.
Yeah, I was watching him, and he's making good time. And that, like I said, I don't think the aerodynamics are going to hurt you much here. And as long as those tires are clear, I believe he's going to have a good car here.
Kyle Busch makes a good pass on the 33 of Elliott Sadler. Kyle is up to second now. Sadler drops to third with Logano and Leffler rounding out your top 5. 48 laps to go at Bristol. Welcome back to the Food City 250. Make sure to go to NASCAR.com for all your latest NASCAR information. And that is the battle for the race lead. Kyle Busch has caught the 22 of Brad Keselowski, and they are side by side coming across the stripe.
Yeah, watching lap times, Kyle Busch found something about 10 or 15 laps ago. Was able to just run down this 22 car.
Yeah, but he might have to body slam him or something if he's going to pass him.
38 laps to go. They've got open track in front of them. You can see how much space they've got. So lap traffic not an issue for at least the next few laps. Doc, what are you hearing?
Well, Brad Kay said he really likes running the middle and lower groove because of the car going up and high where he's having to run right now. It got tight. And the higher he goes in 3 and 4, the tighter it gets. But the 18 car has taken his lane away, so he can't get down in the middle of the racetrack. Battling a tight condition now in that Dodge.
While you continue to watch this, this is about a second ahead of Joey Logano in third. Elliott Sadler has dropped 3 seconds back behind this battle. Let's check in on Dale Earnhardt Jr. because he has now moved himself up to 6th position, and he is in a battle with Jason Leffler for 5th. And then there is Sadler, and it looks like those tires may be hurting Elliott.
I think Elliott Sadler's tires, yeah, he's got the oldest tires on his car in the field right now.
33 laps older than everybody else around him except Carl Edwards. Those two guys stopped back on lap 86. The leaders at lap 119. The battle up front still side by side. This has been great. Hope you have enjoyed it tonight because it's been a blast for us. Kyle Busch trying to go 2 for 2. He won the truck race Wednesday night. Can he do it again tonight?
Well, I'm telling you, this is exactly what everybody here at Bristol envisioned when they redid this track. We're seeing great racing all the way through, but especially for the lead here. This tire that Goodyear has brought is allowing these guys to race like this.
I think he might get him right here.
He's got him. Oh, the contact. And he takes the position back. Uh-oh, Kyle, will he retaliate? Yes, he turns him.
Hold on.
Joey Logano goes past. He gets through it. The caution is out.
Come on.
And there is damage to the points leader. Don't forget the Owners' Championship. It was 4 points in favor of that car, the 18 over the 22. And when the 22 was in front, it had switched to a 6-point lead for Penske Racing. And now this.
Well, that's the chance you take. I mean, he did get the 22 car clear, but he knows he's going to have just a little momentum. And that's what happened right there. And Keselowski got into him a little bit, got him in the wall. Then the retaliation.
I think a big question is how much damage does the 18 have, if any, from the slight contact he made with the wall?
All right, let's go back and look at it all.
Well, they battled for about 10 laps here. You see Kyle got just a little bit loose there as he pulled up in front. Yeah, that's Bristol racing. You know, each one of them, you have to know that you're going to take that chance, but that right there is a payback, folks. That's all that is.
And there you see everybody else getting around safely. So the only damage in this really appears to be on the 22.
Yeah, you know, the thing going back to that, the 18 made the pass, but he got a little bit loose, and Brad had that run.